Hey guys, I hope you can see this. I'm not going to open the back window because there's a lot of light right now and it's really hot and I'm just really hot. So I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 book haul for you. Pretty much all of them except one are used books, used in charity. So I'm going to get started. The first one that I got is Pandora by Anne Rice. I had this before in a massive bind up, and I hadn't even read it, and it was already falling to pieces. So yeah, I'll just read it to you. It says, in a cafe in modern-day Paris, in the aftermath of a fresh kill, the fearless and beautiful Pandora begins to tell a tale of treachery, vengeance, and love, stretching across two millennia. As a young mortal in imperial Rome, in the time of Caesar Augustus, Pandora's first introduction to the blood-tainted of Isis. Later in exile in Antioch, she was drawn even further into the dark ancient rites. Now looking back across the centuries, Pandora decides to return once more to New Orleans to find the love of her early life, Marius, and to see once again the vampire Lestat. Um, I had pretty much all of the vampire um series, like, and a really nice covers too, but I decided I wasn't gonna read them and I gave them away. I think I gave them to my mum or sold them. I'm not quite sure, and I kind of regret that, but I kind of don't anyway. So I picked it up again to try it. Because I was enjoying it, and I picked it up for $2. The next book I got two, and I think they're a series. They're called The Diary of V, by Deborah Kent. The first one is The Breakup, and the other one is called The Affair. I think this one's the first one, but anyway, it says the diary of the life and loves of V, suburban mom, wife, and psychotherapist, begun as a popular website and now they're available as a sizzling series of books. The breakup is about the diary of V. The breakup, V, more outspoken and outrageous than ever, stands at a turning point. Husband Roger has been cheating more than V, and he has something even more shocking than hidden investments up his sleeve. Once V ferrets it out, she may become a millionaire, but first she has to choose between her own secret lovers. And I think no, this is the first book here. Sorry. It goes The Diary of V, The Breakup, and Happily Ever After. So I read the second book. Sorry. Well, that's just the background. I'm sure I'll forget anyway. By the time I get to read it. And it says, The Diary of V, The Affair of V. V's life looks like it's perfectly in control. She's married, mother of one, holds down a responsible job. Everything's fine until V finds out something about her husband Roger, which turns her world upside down. Has he been teaching his students something more than creative writing? If it's true, should V give in to her powerful attraction to another man? And I guess that she does. Kind of ruined that one for you guys. Sorry about that, but if you want to pick up the book, I'm sure that if the premise sounds interesting enough, you'll pick it up anyway. If you're not, well, and I'm sure with all the amount of books out there right now, you'll forget about this one. Yeah, I should have probably read that before I said it. But anyway, this was $1, and this one was $1. So for $2, I picked up the first two in the series. So excellent. Then I got a book by Jane Green called Spellbound. It's a thick one. And it says, after all, she has a handsome husband, a beautiful house, and membership of all the most exclusive clubs in London. Oh, it says at the top, Alice knows she should be happy. So what if the rumours about her husband and anything in a skirt are becoming harder to ignore? When Joe's extramarital indiscretions force his company to transfer him to New York, Alice hopes it might be a fresh start, especially when they find a beautiful old house in Connecticut to buy. For a while, she and Joe seem to be as happy as newlyweds, but then the late nights and unexplained absences start again, and as Alice starts to rediscover who she really is, and what she really wants, she realizes that it may not be too late to recapture her own life. So, I thought that was interesting, and I read the prologue, and it sounded really interesting. So, and the font's pretty big too. So yeah, it's a big book, but I like paperbacks like this because it's a lot easier to hold. That's something why I like about charity books too. They're all like worn and yeah, they just feel nice in your hands. So that's Spellbound. And then I went to the local bookshop and I had like a little thing at the front for things on sale, and I picked up this book called Disquiet by Julia Lee, something like that. And it says, an elegant young woman stands with her 2 children at the gate of Ostia Chateau, locked out. The 3 have come from Australia, escaping violence, and their arrival is unexpected. The 2 children have never been here before. The woman Olivia has come home. But home is not as it was. Even when Olivia gains entry, what she finds is not what she left. While the children are entranced by the house, the formal gardens, and the inviting lake, Olivia learns that members of her estranged family have experienced tragedies they cannot openly discuss, just as she has herself, leading them to behave in ways that establish a world of exquisite artifice and control. Disquiet is a hauntingly strange and absolutely compelling vision of a family in extremis, a richly imagined and delicately poetic work by one of Australia's most acclaimed writers. And it just sounded different, and I wanted something. Take that off later. Oh, I can talk to you while I'm taking it off. Just something different. Sorry, I'm trying to do the whole eye contact too. And that's what I really wanted, just a contemporary, I guess, book, and I picked it up. So I'm actually quite excited to read it, and the cover looks kind of creepy. I didn't even notice the face until I took off the sticker, and doesn't that just look creepy to you guys? I think I'll put this way on the bookshelf so I don't have to look at it. And the last 3 books I got were from the charity shop. Sorry, just wearing my 90 and spread it up. And they were 50 cents each, and they're like ex-library books. The first book I got is Last Days by Scott Westerfeld, and it says, strange things are happening in New York City, but for for Moz, Zalia, and Pearl, all that matters is their new band. As the city unreels a mysterious epidemic, they join up with a vampire lead singer and a drummer whose fractured mind can sense the coming darkness. Will their music stave off the end of the world or summon it? And it kind of sounded a bit naffy, but I like Scott Westerfeld, so I decided to pick it up. And all my books that I pick up from charity shop, if I start reading them and I don't like them, they go immediately back to the charity shop for someone else to read. So then I got Beckoners by Carrie Mack. 15-year-old Zoe is new in town. She falls in with a bitchy pack of girls, the Beckoners, and can't escape. Can she get help, and is it too late for the tormented April, aka Dog? The Beckoners is a riveting, award-winning story about friendship and importance of belonging. No teenager will be able to put it down. And at the front it says, they called her Dog for years already, since kindergarten. Back then she'd come to school every day with a black felt tail pinned to the bum of her pants and floppy ears glued to her headband. When April was 5, she loved being called Dog. When she was 5, she was popular. All the kids wanted a dog just like Shadow. Not anymore. So, I hate when they stick stickers on it. I mean, of course they have to because it's price tag. But it's way entertaining. And lastly, I got another book from the charity store, and it is called The Intruders, and I love the cheap sort of library cover of it. It's just, yeah, that's hardback. And it says, Oh, this is by E. Richards. It says Joel Demetrius is always looking forward to moving in with his new step family, but as far as his sister Cassie is concerned, there's nothing but intruders. She doesn't want anything to do with it, anything to do with Gerald and his two sons. And to make matters worse, their new home is a derelict old house, neglected for decades. Joel thinks it's interesting, Cassie thinks it's a dump, but his sister isn't the only reason the house doesn't feel like a home. As fascinated as he is by the place, Joel has to admit there's something not quite right about it. Not only does he keep seeing things out of the corner of his eye, but he can't sleep. His sleep is plagued by nightmares. He can't seem to stop dreaming about a terrified boy who keeps repeating the same fractured prayer. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. As the events in the house become and harder to explain, it seems that the line between nightmare and reality is steadily becoming more blurred. And when this battle between Cassie and her stepbrother draws everyone deeper into the mystery, all four kids are forced to confront the question of who the intruders really are. It has on the back that prayer, and it says, "Before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take if I should die before I wake," which I think is really creepy. And the cover's not really creepy, but I don't know, I have a really good feeling about this book. So that is my book haul. That's all the books I have. I don't know if I can show you, but I'm gonna try. Bear with me for 1 second. I also got myself a new bookshelf. Can you guys see that? Yep. And it looks like that. It's got two shelves. And oops. And I got this too to go on my bookshelf. It's a little bird because I love birds. But yeah. So that's going to be home to my already read books because the collection's growing now. I'm actually reading some more books. So yeah. Thank you for guys watching and happy reading, and I am trying to focus on my eyes getting to the camera. I don't know if I'm doing a very good job, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. Bye.